Okay, so this video is a follow-up or a response to the theft commentary, or like the anti-theft commentary that I saw a lot of in my previous AirTags video. So AirTags are very easy to set up. They are a great tool for finding lost or like misplaced items, and they're just a very Apple-y experience for people that are looking for a product like this, right? But they have a couple features that are relatively unique, and one in particular is the Antistalker feature. That's not the official name, but there is a feature that's built into AirTags in the Find My app such that if there's a unwanted or unknown AirTag that's following you, it will notify you. And there was concern about this because people are saying if that is real, right? If this tag is not yours and it's following you and you're being notified of its presence, doesn't that allow a thief to be able to steal items that are AirTagged very easily, right? So in theory, if you're stealing a bike, right, and this is hidden underneath the saddle and you're riding off with it and you have a phone, an iPhone, wouldn't it notify you that there's an AirTag somewhere on the device that you just stole? And it'll give you instructions to locate it. You can make it play a sound. You can physically disable it by removing the battery. There's a lot of things that would make it seem very easy for thieves to disable the whole system. But it turns out Apple's given some thought to this, and there are more details to this process. There's an element of logic or programmed logic to the behavior. So the way that it works is that this app, the Find My app and the tracker, it'll recognize if there's an unknown tracker or an unknown AirTag that's keeping up with your movements. It'll recognize that, but it won't notify you right away. What it'll do is it'll wait. It'll wait until you get home or to a location of significance, and only then will it inform you that this unknown tracker has been following you or has been within your proximity while you moved. So if Stalkerman X decides to slip an AirTag into your bag and you start traveling around, it won't notify you about this foreign AirTag until you get home. And that home location is based on the address that you have in your address book. And the reason why they do this, I think, is, well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, so that people don't panic, right? Imagine you're out on the subway and you see this notification suddenly. It'd be a very unsettling experience to be out in public and you see this thing. You're like, what is going on? Like, what's on me? What's tracking me? But the other thing is that by having this checkpoint so that you have to get home before it does this notification, it removes a whole bunch of false negatives, right? If you're on a public transportation, anything like a plane or a train or places where there's a lot of AirTags, potentially a lot of AirTags, you would just get notifications like crazy. Even if you go to school, like what if there's all these kids whose parents stuff AirTags into them? Your notifications be going off like crazy, right? But they wait for the phone to get to its home location, and at that point it does a check. Like, is that thing still following you? And if it is, that's a great time to be notified. Now, the downside to this is that if you're being tracked maliciously, you are not made aware of it immediately. You have to wait till you get home, and only then do you get the notification. But the benefit to it, the big benefit to it, is that it allows the AirTags to maintain some degree of theft deterrence. So in the scenario of theft, let's say you're a bad guy, you're stealing a car or a bike, or you grab someone's backpack, and those items or the item has an AirTag in it. The thief isn't made aware of this AirTag unless he or she brings it to their home, if they're so bold enough to bring a stolen item to their home. But the whole time that it's traveling there, the owner of this stolen item would be able to track it on their app, which is a good thing. Now, clearly this isn't perfect, right? In both cases, the malicious tracking case and the scenario of theft, it's not perfect, right? They've had to balance it like this because the two features like anti-theft and anti-stalking rely on the same technology to allow or prevent one another. So I think they've reached a pretty decent balance. Now keep in mind, AirTags are meant for finding things and not really geared as like an anti-theft tool. All the marketing material, all the ads, they're showing people finding lost or misplaced items, right? Even the accessories for attaching these clips to your stuff are designed in a way to facilitate finding stuff more so than deterring theft. But there you have it, the AirTags. Now these ones in particular are covered with these pastel dbrand skins. They kind of identify the batch as well as protect the silver finish if you want to keep the metal unscratched. But that's basically it. I think these are excellent tools for finding stuff, but if you were looking at purchasing a bunch and like thinking they'd be $25 low jacks for every item that you own to be able to like deter theft across the board, I don't think they're really for that. and they're not great at that. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.